Hey, welcome to Beautiful Fool Podcast. I'm your host, Classy Earth Angel. So, today I just want to get into something I just recently connected, like that I guess clicked to me, and it was talking this always happens when my partner and I are reading the Bible, or well, he reads it to me. Um and we just dive deep in, like, stuff just will click to us, right? And so the thing that clicked for me is we were reading, and he used an example about how people are, like, I don't want to say well-rounded, but okay, like, we're basically the same in every area of our life. It just shows up differently because it's a different area. And the example he gave was for me. For me, I like order, I like planning, I like steps. And he's like, we know this about you, right? But even the way you change the baby's diaper shows that. And I'm like, huh? He's like, you get everything ready. You open the other diaper. You put if you're about to put rash cream on, you get it ready on a wipe and sit it to the side. You get out how many wipes you think you might need. You open the powder. You get the mat. You do all that. He said, as for him, he opens the diaper first. He looks at the baby's diaper and then starts gathering stuff. And he's like, that's just kind of how I am in life too. I just figure it out as I go. I just gather what I need as I go. I'm not planning, I just, jump in, and, it just makes sense to me. Like, I don't panic. I'm just doing what needs to get done as it needs to get done. And I'm like, and for some reason that completely clicked to me, like, in every area of my life about certain things. So the thing that came to my mind, like, after we were completely done, with our chat and him finishing up the verses we were reading and such, and I was like, when I, being in survival mode really made me selfish. Duh, that would do anybody, right? Anybody, when you're fitting for yourself and you're, trying to live and things, you're thinking of yourself. It's your survival. You're in survival mode. So duh. But it shows up in so many areas of my life, that selfishness. So taking it back to my early 18, 19, early 20s, and I'm figuring stuff out on my own. I'm literally Googling, like, what's a money order? Where do you get one from? Like, I didn't have anybody to ask or anybody who, was trying to guide me in the right direction. I was just kind of, figuring it out on my own, getting my first apartment and such. And so it's like I had to find answers to questions myself. I had to look for it. Thank God we have cell phones. If it was, decades ago, I don't know what I would have done. But, so I use phones. I have to find my own knowledge, right? So in other areas of my life, I often come off as a know-it-all. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, it's annoying to me when people say that, oh, you think you're a know-it-all? Because it's like, we can be talking about something and it's like, oh, I kind of do, like, I have something to say about it because I kind of looked it up, or whatever. I know things. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I know something. But it's like, girl, you don't know everything. And I'm like, I know I don't know everything. I'm just chiming in. But I do, and I'm seeing this now, I do seem like a know-it-all to this day, but it's because I had to figure out so much on my own. So it's more of spitting out things versus questioning things, because I didn't have anybody to ask the questions to. I was asking, a device, but you feel me, like, it was no back and forth, no humanly, I was finding things out for myself, retaining information, maybe stumbling across something else that, didn't really pertain to at the time, but I need to absorb that knowledge because I don't know what I need to know in the future. You feel me? Because I'm going to need to figure it out on my own again later. So let's, keep this in the back of my mind, in my pocket for a rainy day, right? So in a lot of my interactions, it comes off that way. And then something else I noticed, I'm a storyteller. I'm a visualizer. I love that's just my thing. I've been writing since I was a little girl, since I learned how to write, but really wanting to be a published author and such since I was 8 years old, heavily gluing papers together, making my books. I published my first novel, a realistic fiction novel titled Karma Quinces, in 2023. So that was a huge goal for me. I've always wanted to do that. It's available on Amazon. Anyway, so I published that and it was an accomplishment, but the way I tell stories is very narrative. So I know, so I say a lot of, oh, he said this, and then she was like this, and then that was like that, and it's like back and forth while I'm telling a story. But it's because I write like that. I write so much dialogue because it's people, and I'm quoting people. So I'm like, So even when I'm having a conversation with someone, I feel like this part of me makes me seem selfish because I don't ask a lot of questions when it comes to something. They could be telling me a story, but I'm visualizing what they're saying. So in my head, they could just be like, oh, I was in a dress and then I had to put some shoes on, girl, and da-da-da-da. To me, in my head, I'm picturing her putting a dress on, putting some shoes on. But in the conversation, I never said, oh, girl, what color was the dress? What were the shoes? Because I answered that question on my own. I don't think it to me, it never even clicked to like get the real, because is it gonna matter like when the story goes on, because I'm naturally, it's just pictured in my head now. So I just answered the question before there ever was a thought to ask that person the question. So maybe I'm not giving enough, like I'm interested in their conversation, and I'm like, oh, this could be a problem. Like, you know what I mean? But it just didn't dawn on me until it dawned on me. You see what I mean? So I'm like, oh, okay. And a lot of this is just piling up on the selfishness. And I'll admit it, selfish person. I'm getting out of that, but then I'll get triggered and it goes back. Like, oh, this is why So I'm just like finding the roots of that. So what I want you to do is think of how you are in one area and try to connect it to other areas in your life. Like the example I just gave. So maybe the type of friend you are, like what you do with your friends or whatever. Like, are you like that with your family, your coworkers? Do you treat strangers the same way? Like, just make this connection, because I feel like this connection has helped me so much. It has just been that was last night before bed. You know what I mean? I was going to talk about a whole different topic today on the podcast, but this took over my mind because I'm like, oh my gosh. So with this information, what am I going to do with it, right? So we could just learn more about ourselves, and we could probably see how other people see us. And we could take some accountability. Accountability doesn't always mean, admitting I was wrong. No. Accountability could just be like admitting that you do or seem like you do certain things that affect other people in a certain way. And whether you know it or not, like I didn't know I seem like I talk selfishly because I'm picturing things in my mind, because I'm a storyteller and I'm very imaginative. So I'm for sure paying attention to you, but I'm playing it out in my head without asking you the details of your story. I made up my own story. Selfish. Selfish, right? My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize to anyone who's felt like I didn't engage enough in the conversation. I do, but it turns back to me. Selfish, right? And I do not mean that. And a lot of times I use my own examples and such to relate to you, to show that when I'm listening, I've been there, or I just feel where you're coming from, and I give examples that I feel it because of my life, so that's what I'm trying to connect with you. If I ever do this, I'm not trying to take over the conversation or anything like that. Look at me. Look at me trying to apologize to people on the podcast. No, but I'm giving reasons, and accountability. I notice something, and I'm speaking up. And I hope we all can do this. And again, it doesn't mean we're doing anything wrong. We're not really, oh, I'm a bad friend and no. Hey, I do this. It's probably unlikable. I just realized I do this. Oh, but this is why I do it. I have good intent with it. You know? My bad. So, another thing I wanted to, that survivor mode, because it's like, I don't feel like I'm in survivor mode anymore, but am I not? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's, like I said, I'll get triggered and I'll go back to it. So the selfishness. And then something else I noticed about myself is like, I always say I'm a commitment phobe. And I'm always relating that to relationships, romantic relationships. I'm always say, like, I'm a commitment phobe. I don't know if I can get married. I can't imagine committing or even be like, oh, we've been together 30 years. That's so far-fetched to me. Like, what? You know, so I always say I'm a commitment phobe. But I'm a commitment phobe in everything that I do. I don't commit to a thing. That's where my discipline, I'm still working on discipline. I'm more disciplined now in life than ever, and I still got a long way to go to say that I'm disciplined, if that gives you some perspective. So it's like, I'm a commitment phobe everywhere. Discipline. I'm a commitment phobe with friendships. I cut people off so fast because, one, I'm trying to protect myself. And the thing is not like, oh, you didn't do something I like, bye. No, it's when something weird. I think I brought this up before. It's something where it's like, that was strange. There's normal bickers and misunderstandings. You have a conversation, cool. But when it's to the point where it's like, whoa, that was weird. I don't do weird, because weird is a sign to me. Weird vibes, weird anything. This is a disclaimer. Weirdness could get you killed. Like, that's how I feel, because I'm sure a lot of people who got set up or whatever, they had a weird vibe or something was weird right before, and they're like, huh? Ignored it, and then are not here anymore. So I take weird very serious, because weird is not a normal disagreement or misunderstanding. Like I said, it's something that's completely like, huh? And that's where I'll cut it. So don't make it seem like, oh, you gotta walk on P's and Q's around Classy. She's gonna, no, that's not what I mean. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm quick to cut that off, quick to cut a man off, I'm not committing to anything. And I have a huge patience problem. I've prayed for patience, and that's why I've been going through it for so long. One of the reasons I got my hair locked, I was trying to work on patience and sticking to something, right? So what is that? That's a commitment problem. I can't commit to something to see it through. That goes back into the relationships. I don't have the patience to commit to see it through, to get over the argument, to get over the rough spot, to get over the just we're distant and we're trying to grow back together. I don't commit to the process. Like I just said, I've been writing books, like my own little books since I was 8. It took me till I was 28 to actually finish, from start to finish, one story. Take the steps to edit it. Take the steps to figure out how to publish it. Take all that. It took me 2 decades to commit to it. I've been working on the second novel, the second part of it, since 2024. It's about to be 2026. I'm almost done, but I ain't looked at it since spring, probably. So, you see what I mean? Like, I have a commitment problem in everything. So, yeah, the way we are in one area, it shows up, it presents itself in multiple areas. And I'm like, oh my God. Whoa. You know? Having a victim mentality. Yeah, sure, we all are a victim sometimes. Things do happen to us, yes. But when I look at it all around how I am, the way that victim mentality presents itself throughout my life, I have excuses for everything. Even if I'm not blaming it on somebody or something, I'm gonna be like, you can be like, oh, why didn't you go for the run today? Oh, well, it was raining last night and there's puddles everywhere. I didn't want to step in a puddle. You could have just, this or that. And then I'm like, oh, but then, like, I have a rebuttal, I have an excuse, I have a blame for everything. And I see that's annoying. I'm annoying. Oh my gosh, I'm annoying. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I was like, dang, I really am annoying. So it's like, I'm annoying in a lot of areas. So it's like, I think I'm annoying. Let's talk about accountability, right? I think I'm annoying in one area, right? Like, let me see. Okay, I'm annoying how, like, a clean freak I am. I want people to wash their hands when they come in my house. You do this, do whatever. Like, I'm annoying when it comes to that. I know I annoy people. But dang, to this point, I annoy people with my voice, and that's so crazy. It's crazy because I have a podcast, right? It's all about my voice. So I was like, I know I'm very nasally, but I'm annoying. I'm kidding, but like, yeah, I've had some complaints about that. But hey, forget it. That's why my singing career didn't take off. I'm very nasally. Talk about a diaphragm. Girl, I done tried to sing from my diaphragm, talk from my diaphragm. It's not happening. I'm nasally. The only time the nasaliness goes down is if I'm very theatric and move my voice a lot. And that's the only time I'm not just talking like Squidward all the time, So, whatever. I guess I'm annoying. And then all the, victim mentality, not asking a lot of questions or talking to somebody. I'm annoying. I'm like, dang, look at me in the mirror. Like, I don't know. It just really clicked last night. I'm telling you, getting that Bible, getting that word. Get in it. And then the Bible we've been using, that's been just, oh my gosh, just made it so easy. Is the Bible I got from school. We actually had to have I went to Fresno Pacific University, which is a Christian university, and so we had to have the standard Bible for let me actually look up what it's fully called, because you guys need it. There's even some books in it that are not in the King James, and that's what we've been reading. And the gems, the clarity, every day we are just okay. Let me look it up, because you guys, is it just called Standard Bible Version? What's it called? New American Standard Bible. Yes. Oh my gosh. I mean, whoo, the gems. It's been dropping. So anyway, so I guess I don't even know what was this episode about. Like, accountability, learning yourself. I don't know. I don't even know what to title it. It's just like, I needed to share these gems that were just all these connections. Like, oh my gosh, because I think we all can just use some reflection, and that's how we can grow and evolve into the best versions of ourselves. Yes, this is just wow. So do what you wish with this. I would like you, like I said, just to really think of how you are in areas and connect them, because you can really see yourself in a light you never saw yourself in before. You can see yourself the way other people probably see you or perceive you. And that's really important. That is so important. If you're one of those, I don't care if people think, I don't care if people, okay, you don't have to care per se, but you should care a little bit, because you need their perspective and stuff to really grow. You don't gotta let them know or ask them or anything, but just maybe see things from their perspective. Remember that grace I was talking about, but not even grace really, is just view. How do they view you? So yeah, I hope this helps. Drop it in the comments if you realize anything about yourself. If anything I said resonated with you on my personal things that I've just made connection with. I don't know if I'll be posting an episode next week. Might take the week off for Thanksgiving, but you can still catch me on TikTok. I'm sure I'll still be posting my TikToks. I'm cooking and, hanging with the family, whatever's going on. But I hope you all have a happy, safe, blessed Thanksgiving. Remember to thank the Lord for everything. Thank Him for your struggles, because He's giving you something that is going to shape you. He is putting you through something that is guiding you closer to him. Remember that. So always thank him. Even if times are hard, thank him for your hardship, because it could always be somebody else's, and you don't know if you can carry somebody else's load. So thank him for giving him a load, the perfect size for you, and for being here. Yes, amen, amen. Have a good day.